Good morning, everybody. This is Christy. I am the Intimate Warrior. I thank you so much for stopping by, and as always, I send you love. I am really excited about getting together this sacred secretion, raising the Chrism master class, and I guess that's what I might be calling it. Stay on the lookout for that, and of course, stay posted here on YouTube. Or on my other accounts, please. I'll keep you posted. This is a really fresh idea, and I'm going to be doing some work on it today to get some videos, etc., and some layouts in regarding to it. So I'm really excited about this, not for myself, of course, but for others who are definitely in the need to know. I think that when we can have a type of internal knowledge, the process can become easy. And I want to go ahead and add, and I'm going to definitely place this into this group or masterclass that I end up compiling. I can be the guide. That's all I'm going to be. I'm the guide. But you guys are the backbone. This cannot be done unless you do it yourself. It cannot be done unless you do it yourself. And the reason behind me choosing Patreon, to the point where people have to invest in something, is because I am asking that you guys find value in what you seek. If you can't find value in what it is that you want, then you're really not going to do the work. And this really takes me back to getting healthy in my life. I began finding value in the fact that I wanted to be healthy. I wanted to be fit, and I wanted to remove chronic pain from my life. And I knew in order to remove a little bit of my chronic pain, I had to become more mobile, which meant I had to invest in some type of equipment, programs, nutrition, whatever it was. I had to invest in something to invest in myself. What you decide is worth the investment is up to you. It doesn't mean you have to choose by coming into my class, my group, and stick with me on this topic. It doesn't mean that. It means that you have to search for what really resonates within your heart. Because when you find that resonance within your heart, it means you're going to implement more action. If you have an idea and there's not that sense of emotion or spark or drive, you're going to become lazy. I hope that helps in giving you a little deeper understanding. No matter where you are in your life and what you choose to do, find great value in it, and it will always push you forward. And I'm going to do my best in getting this video to you, and it might be brief. It might not. I don't know. I'm just going to go with it. On January the 14th, I ended up seeing a bottle of wine being poured. On top of a couple of other things, but I'm going to talk about the wine. as best as I possibly can anyway. So on January the 14th, going back to my videos here, of course, Uranus went direct in Taurus. It was also right after the new moon in Capricorn. Uranus, which is, of course, the ruling planet of Aquarius, has a major influence on our transformation. Thusly, the true meaning behind the age of Aquarius is because this is going to be a very significant time when man awakens. Aquarius is the man. It is the spiritual sun. Uranus is actually in Greek pronounced, and if I am pronouncing this correctly, Oranous, which means son of heaven. In relationship to humans, it would be man, the sign in the sun of man. So in the Bible, it talks about the marriage of Cana of Galilee. This is the transmutation, or turning water into wine. It also expresses in the Bible that you cannot place good wine within old bottles. This, again, is the process of alchemy. It's our internal process of, and again, I am using my own wording here to make it simple as best as I possibly can. Of when we think in terms of fine wine, especially what Christ did, when he turned water into wine, they also had a bottle of wine that was present there. So Jesus turned this water into wine, and this was meant to be the precious wine that usually only the wealthier would drink. So they drank of this wine and served the other one last, because you are going to take the most expensive wine first and taste that, because if you were to drink of a lesser wine, your taste buds are going to change significantly. The process of transforming water into wine is transforming, or is the idea of having lower states of consciousness and receiving higher states of consciousness. And this is a process of implementing your faith, trust, love within your life. Your life. How quick are you to be angered? How are you dealing with sadness? How are you dealing with pain? These are all things that you have to really ponder in your life. But those who are quick to anger have a fire within their solar plexus that has not been transmuted to a healthy fire, the fire of love. Because there's a fire that prevents you and a fire that moves you. The fire that prevents you is one of ego, of pain, and of lacking. And then there's that fire of intentions, of pureness, of light and love that always moves you forward. And the more often that you are in reflection of this divine fire, this light that moves you forward in time, what takes place is that everything within you, even your blood, is transformed to a fine wine. Now, I mentioned a few days ago, I believe, in one of my videos, that I was given a healing and that my breath would be increased by 60%. Maybe I left that part out. This message was received prior to the pouring of the wine. But when we were talking about wine and being able to implement higher states of consciousness, to making greater decisions and inventing something in our lives, we have to have divine breath. The breath, of course, is associated with our lungs. When we are able to breathe a little bit more smoothly, we're able to speak more clearly. Kana, in relationship to Kana of Galilee, specifically means reeds. Reeds of our throat, our vocal cords. When we are able to express ourselves with truth, with faith, and with love, it is because we have transmuted water into wine and have been given the divine breath, divine expression. Now, if you catch what I am saying here in relationship to my life, I was given the breath. I was given the wine. And now I'm creating a different type of life for myself. Everything that we are going through is about raising our vibration. It's about increasing our consciousness and receiving the fine wine. That doesn't just give us breath, of course. That doesn't just gives us divine results. It heals. Because we are no longer then living within the concept of disease. We are no longer living within the concept of failure, fear, trauma. And it doesn't matter whether it's trauma, disease, or pain associated with our lives, or what we are witnessing outside of us. You have to really focus that what you are observing, and if you are observing it with negativity, it's all about you. It has nothing to do with the collective. If you are somebody that still is saying, well, okay, they're going through it too, so it's okay that I am, you're giving yourself an excuse and a reason to be negative or to have disease or whatever it is. And that's not what your experiences are trying to dictate to you, or what you are observing is trying to express. It is a clue. It is your mirror that is saying your reflection is off. When you begin to see the world as more peaceful, as more loving, as always an opportunity to be your greatest self, you are transforming those heavier elements, those heavier emotions that are weighing you down, all of that pain. And you are making a fine wine. It's the process of alchemy from within. And that is exactly what the age of Aquarius is about. We're all attempting to create a fine wine. This is Christy. Much love, health, and healing your way. I am bringing purpose to your life. Take care.